We probably went down. I'll find a good spot to.
Hi, are we back?
Hello!
Can you still hear me?
This is going to be uploaded in 2 parts now, but that's okay. Okay, I'm at 2:17:44. Are you able to get kind of close in time code?
Can you hear me at all?
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
You are like super frozen.
Can you hear me?
Oh, and you're texting me. So that explains.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what was going on there. Hey everybody, we're doing some live technical stuff here.
This is like I said, only the best professionalism from the Star Wars Refuge.
It's not like we were at an important part of the film or anything.
Right, no, like the most crucial. I'm telling you, it was like your internet was like, if Jenny leaves, I can't go on.
It's still being kind of spotty, so why don't we just jump back into it really quick?
Okay,
So we can try
I'm at 2:17:44. Does that mean anything to you?
Just go for it. When you get here, I'll hit play.
Okay. So I'm going. Sin, hello. So nice of you to drop by at the high point of how cool we are. Thank you. Now the stream will upload in 2 parts, which will be great. But that's okay. Derp. And there's a floating Luke. Sin is a buddy of ours from forums.port-haven.com. And Kylo, you're probably going to see your uncle around a lot, because I think he's going to be haunting you. Haunting you in your nightmares.
I think the chat display on the stream might have died too, and my internet died.
Oh. I'll just get better at reading it out loud. We all gonna run on the Falcon.
I can probably read it on the bot.
Okay, so right now this is the thing I was talking to Jenny about when she was here. We have Rey and Leia sensing Luke becoming one with the Force. They were debating whether or not they were going to kill Luke off, I think. I don't understand what the big deal is with killing Luke off, because he can so be a Force ghost. Like,
yeah.
Killing Han off was a big deal because he can't come back. But that's not the same with Luke.
Yeah.
That was fun. What drops? Were you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't see the iPad in Discord, so.
Yeah, I can't either.
Oh well.
We made it this far.
All right, I'm gonna go turn the iPad back on. Hold on.
Okay. I mean, I think it was pretty damn meaningful, but, you know, what can you do? There we go.
There we go. So yeah, the dice do hang out longer than Luke is alive, but I think that could be. I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily someone's keeping them there.
I think it's just residual.
Yeah, I agree, Sin. I think that's what he's gonna do.
I hope so, anyway.
There's those books that totes weren't in the tree. Yeah, I think so, Voltex. We're almost done with the movie anyway. It just needs to hold on a little bit longer.
Yep. Literal minutes.
Really, the only thing that's too bad that they couldn't have possibly known is that they didn't flip Luke and Leia with this and kill Leia instead of Luke.
Yeah.
But I think they'll handle it in 9. It'll be fine.
I mean, they're going to have had a couple of years by then to figure out how to do it justice.
Right. Rey does have the books. They're in the Millennium Falcon. Poe, when he opens the drawer and pulls the blanket out. This is good lighting for me. It's true. See, this scene right here is why Luke did what he did, because now all of these kids are inspired by Luke Skywalker. If Luke had just outright destroyed a bunch of things, like, it wouldn't have had the same impact.
Yeah.
And I fully believe that this kid is Ryan Johnson. Oh, I'm a femme fatale for sure. You got to watch out. I will break you on the inside. There's the decoder ring. Written and directed by Ryan Johnson. Well, there it is. There's the movie. That's how far we needed to make it before the internet crapped out.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That's like one of the things that we can't plan for, our internet outages.
Yeah. But I'm bumped, Sarge.
Okay, thanks.
Bear.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. It's been fun.
Thank you for keeping with us through our technical difficulties. It means a lot. This was a lot of fun. You know, I have a hard time rating any of the new films because they're too new. Like, it's probably a little bit easier for me to rank Rogue One because Rogue One is standalone. But like, there's so much nostalgia for me in the prequel trilogy. And then I just grew up with the originals where, like, I don't remember a time when I didn't know about them. So it's different. It's a different thing for all of them. And like, I really mean it when I say I can't judge 7 and 8 until I see 9.
Right. Yes, then we have the best luck.
So much. In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Does anybody else have big plans for Star Wars Day?
In loving memory of Carrie Fisher. Yeah, this is the end, Voltix. I'm gonna keep up. I'm probably gonna watch a little bit more Star Wars. I might watch Rogue One.
Yeah.
I might watch Rogue One just because I feel like Rogue One and A New Hope are probably the two best ones to watch to prep for Solo. Not that there's really any film. Although I'm probably actually going to spend a lot of the day trying to finish up Last Shot because it's due on Thursday, as it were. Oh, well, I'm glad you liked our commentary, even if you didn't agree with it, Nox. Do it, Bear. I'll come hang out.
I'm going to play some more KOTOR 2.
KOTOR 2? KOTOR 2?
I'm on Nar Shaddaa.
KOTOR Des. I guess Lord should that. I do think that's the best starting planet, just because like you get so many of your companions there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so excited to see where 9 goes from here because I feel like 9 could go anywhere, really.
Me too. Me too.
TBS is like always airing Star Wars. It's pretty crazy.
It used to be Spike showed them all the time.
Yeah.
I think
Something
we
just
lost
drop
the
off.
iPad, but I'm gonna switch.
That's fine. It's just credits. There's no end of credit scene.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch this back to our regular. There we go.
The iPad just gave up.
Yeah. So if you're not already, which I'm certain that all of you are, just while we're chatting here, make sure that you subscribe to all of the things. Follow us on all of the things. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, you can do that right where you are right now. Hit that bell.
We picked up a couple subscribers during the stream. They just didn't pop up. They must have had their accounts on private.
Oh, yeah.
We do have sub notifiers that are pretty neat, but it's only been used like twice.
Yeah.
Because you have to have your account off private for them to come up.
But we're on Twitter all the time. We got a Facebook page. You can check us out on our forums.
Always.
I'm gonna keep saying this every week until somebody does it. We got a Tumblr out there somewhere. If you want to go, if you want to go find our inactive Tumblr.
I don't even remember our Tumblr. That's probably true. That's probably true, Sen. It's either going to be the thing that kind of brings everyone back together or not. But, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like there's a lot of people who've just kind of already decided.
Yeah.
To be fair. What I'm not looking forward to is, like, Solo is not going to perform. Later, CB. It's good having you here. Solo is not going to perform as well as Last Jedi did. Like, it's just straight not going to. It's a side film. It's coming out after Infinity War. Like, merits of Han Solo as a movie aside, it's not going to do as well. And I'm just not ready to be on Twitter for all the people who are like, well, it's because everyone's finally figured out that Disney sucks. It's like, no, it's because it's a freaking standalone movie coming out in a loaded month. Like, and of course, like, Rogue One didn't do as well as The Force Awakens. It wasn't because Rogue One was bad. Or at least worse than Force Awakens, even if you thought it was bad. Like, that's just what I'm not looking forward to. They're going to be like, the Solo didn't perform well because they fired the directors. When it's like, Solo's probably going to perform perfectly fine. It's just not going to break Infinity War's records. And unless it breaks Infinity War's records, it's a failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Rogue One too. I have a complicated relationship with Rogue One. I have a lot of problems with, like, the first third of Rogue One. But once you get, like, through that first third, I can't turn it off. It's so good.
I mean, and I think a lot of people's standards are skewed so much. Because, I mean, if you look at, no, The Last Jedi didn't do as well as The Force Awakens. But they're both still in the top 10 highest grossing films of all time.
Right.
Like,
yeah, apparently every new movie has to be the new number one.
Like, what do you want?
And there is no film that's going to touch Infinity War for a long time. No. The only film that has a chance is Avengers 4 next year. I'm sorry, maybe this is heresy for me to say this, but even Episode 9 does not have a chance at touching Infinity War. No, I'm sorry.
I think Infinity War is going to top out over 4 billion.
Yeah.
I think it's going to set a record that is going to be basically unbreakable.
Yep. And it deserves it. It's a culmination of 19 films or 18 films before it. Like, and whether or not you liked all of them, it was 18 successful films before it. No one says you have to like all 18.
Which was the one you don't like?
Hulk.
Oh, okay. You said that earlier, and I wondered.
Yeah. Hulk is the only one that I really... You know, if I watched it again, maybe I'd like it. When I watched it, I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
But I also admit that I'm more forgiving of those movies in general. But no, I think Infinity War is going to hold a record for a long time. Yeah, I know, Bear's calling me out. He's going to burn me at the stake. But that's the thing with Solo that I'm just not looking forward to. Is in so many people's minds, it's already declared a failure. And
Well,
it's like unless it makes $2 billion, it's gonna fail.
I still default on a lot of this to my favorite quote from the entire Star Wars saga from Qui-Gon Jinn, when he
Hmm.
says, "Your perception determines your reality."
Yep.
And I feel like so many people, for The Force Awakens, for The Last Jedi, for Rogue One, for Solo, for Rebels, for Clone Wars, for the new EU of books, for whatever it is, people are so. After the prequel trilogy, it became the cool thing to not like Star Wars.
Yep.
Or to like ironically not like Star Wars or whatever. But
Yeah.
um, people just expect it to be bad, and they didn't like the Disney buyout, and so they expect it to be bad, and they get what they're looking for. And the same might be true of me. I might be doing the same thing. I have a sunny disposition towards it, and so I'm predisposed to like it. And maybe I can't be objective either. But if I have to choose between being unobjectively excited or unobjectively upset, I'm gonna
Right.
choose being excited. You know.
Well, and to me, it's like if you're just upset, then like it's time to do what Kylo says and let go. You
Yeah.
know. Hello, Luke's daddy. Thanks for joining us now. We're just kind of in the discussion period. We just finished watching The Last Jedi, and we didn't have any technical problems at all while
Nope.
watching it.
Nope.
Nope, it
None.
was perfectly perfect in every
Flawless.
way.
This is probably the highest production value of anything we've done yet.
Yep, it's our crowning achievement is this stream right here. Oh man. But no, like I said, and like again, I seriously like it probably sounds like I'm dumping on anybody who didn't like it. I really, it's totally fine. Like if you didn't like it, like it's all right. I feel bad because I feel like Star Wars should be for everyone, and I feel bad that there are creative decisions, even if they're ones that I like, that make it where it seems like Star Wars can't be for everyone. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like we can all still rally behind loving Empire Strikes Back. You know,
Hmm.
it's just kind of focusing on the things we all enjoy. And I mean, I still like Legends canon. I still read stuff out of Legends canon. I've been meaning to reread Yoda Dark Rendezvous for a while.
I mean,
Um,
I'm reading a book that has a horse with multiple personalities flying an X-wing,
yep,
and
you finally
it's
learned about the
it's
Quis or
it's
whatever they're called
it's
species.
pretty fun. So
You'll openly join the Jedi Order before doing what Kylo says. Nice. Oh man, I will say one thing I'm kind of sad about with this Blu-ray. All of the other films Blu-rays are the same way. I liked on the DVDs how there would be like 3 different menus,
yeah,
and you'd get like a different menu each time, and they didn't do that. Empire is still a lot of people's favorites. I think of the original trilogy, actually, Return of the Jedi is my favorite, and of the prequels, Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. I have a lot of nostalgia around Revenge of the Sith. It might still be my favorite of all of them because it's like my fandom grew out of Revenge of the Sith. Like I was always a Star Wars fan, but I became a super fan over the hype about Revenge of the Sith. Space whales. The space whales from Rebels or the space whales from the Dark Prince or the Jedi Prince series?
yeah.
Yeah, Nox, I love Revenge of the Sith, man. Like, there's a couple of scenes in there that are kind of funky, but I mean, like 5 lightsaber battles. How do you beat 5 lightsaber battles?
I think people sleep on Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, I think Attack might be the weakest of the 3, just because it's all high highs or low lows. But
Yeah.
I love it. Like, there. It was the first movie where I watched Yoda fight. Like, I'll never forget seeing that scene in theaters for the first time.
OBS is screaming at me again, so we might need to.
Okay, let's go ahead and call this
go
before
with
we
it
have another
while.
problem.
Yeah.
But thank you again, guys, for hanging out with us and bearing with us through all of this.
Yeah, thanks so much.
It would be fun to do this again some other time without the tech problems.
Of course. What tech problem?
Tuesday, KOTOR stream here, noon Eastern. And then Thursday, 1 Eastern, we're going to be discussing Star Wars Last Shot, and we're going to attempt to have our first guest.
Yep.
So that's going to be pretty exciting.
Fun times.
Also, I just got the push notification that Star Wars Ramblings went live. So if you sub to him in our stream, you should go check him out.
If you didn't, you should.
Actually, I can just like... Why don't we raid him? That'll be fun.
Fun.
Okay, I'll grab the link here.
And make sure you follow us on all the things. Again, check out our Twitter, our Facebook. We have forums. You can follow us and subscribe on YouTube. And if you hit that notification bell, you will find out as soon as we go live, every time we go live.
Okay. I has the link. Dude, Ryan, that's totally fine. I'm glad you were here. That's totally fine. It was great hanging with you. Great just having people around. And that link is to Star Wars Ramblings, who's a Star Wars friend of ours, who's going to do his own stream. And we will catch you all at the next thing, yeah?
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.